You have probably felt it before. You step outside, away from the noise, into somewhere green and quiet. And within minutes, sometimes within seconds, something in you begins to loosen. Your shoulders drop, your breathing slows, the thoughts that were racing a moment ago start to settle. Most people assume this is simply a pleasant feeling, a nice break from the day. But science has been looking more closely, and what it has found is that this is not just a feeling. It is your nervous system responding to something real. We live with a level of background stress that most of us have simply come to accept as normal. Notifications, noise, the constant low hum of things needing our attention. Our nervous systems were not designed for this. They were designed for a world that looked, sounded, and smelled very different. Understanding why nature calms you is not just interesting, it is useful. Because once you understand the mechanism, a short walk outside stops feeling like a luxury and starts feeling like something closer to medicine. In Japan, there is a practice called Shinrin Yoku. It translates, quietly, as forest bathing. Not hiking, not exercise, simply being present in a forest, breathing the air, moving slowly, letting the environment do the work. Researchers began studying its effects in the 1980s, and what they found was consistent and striking. People who spent time in forests showed measurable drops in cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. Their heart rate slowed, their blood pressure lowered. The activity in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for overthinking and rumination, quietened down. One of the reasons scientists believe this happens is a group of compounds called phytoncides. These are natural chemicals released by trees, part of how they protect themselves from insects and bacteria. When you breathe forest air, you are inhaling these compounds, and your body responds. Your immune system becomes more active. Your stress response dials down. Your mood lifts in ways that persist for days, not hours. There is also something researchers call attention restoration theory. Cities demand what they call directed attention, the effortful, focused concentration required to navigate traffic, read messages, make decisions. Nature, by contrast, asks almost nothing of your directed attention. The rustling of leaves, the movement of light through branches, the irregular sounds of birds. These engage what researchers call soft fascination. Your mind is gently occupied without being taxed, and in that space, something in you quietly recovers. In 2009, a researcher named Yoshifumi Miyazaki at Chiba University led a study across 24 forests throughout Japan. Participants were asked to walk quietly through a forest for a set period. Another group walked through a city for the same time. Both groups had their cortisol, heart rate, and nervous system activity measured before and after. The forest walkers showed cortisol levels nearly 16% lower than the city walkers. Their sympathetic nervous system, the one responsible for the fight or flight response, was measurably less activated. Their parasympathetic nervous system, the one that governs rest, digestion, and calm, was more active. Miyazaki described the results simply. He said the human body is, at a fundamental level, still calibrated for the natural world. Cities are a recent invention in evolutionary terms. Forests are where we come from, and some part of our biology still knows it. You do not need a national park. You do not need hours. Research suggests that as little as 20 minutes among trees, even a city park, even a quiet street lined with old growth, is enough to begin shifting your nervous system out of stress and into something softer. The forest is not an escape from your life. It might be one of the most direct routes back into yourself. Your body already knows how to feel better. Sometimes it just needs you to step outside and give it the chance.